Now, one of my biggest bugbears with GoPro is that it's a camera and it's missing one key thing that every camera in the universe has. Good morning and welcome. Today is day 2 of the mezzanine build. Now, when you build something like a mezzanine, this is a great opportunity to use a camera like this. And you might not be able to quite tell what it is because it's in this funny packaging. And we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing. A camera like this. Now, one of my biggest bugbears with GoPro is that it's a camera and it's missing one key thing that every camera in the universe has, pretty much, give or take, especially a modern day released, I don't know, just a few weeks ago, camera like this. Let's dive into the unboxing and the GoPro Hero 8. And I just want to add, I've had the original GoPro, and I think I've had the 4 or the 5. And I've just never been impressed by them. But I feel today I have a use case, and that's what I want to talk to you about. All right, let's dive into GoPro Hero 8. Okay, well, as we can see, the mezzanine is well on track. It's very exciting. And what we're going to do now is set up the GoPro with the battery and get a time lapse of the rest of it, because I've got to go off and do a photo shoot now anyway. So this way I'll get to see what happens. SD's in, battery's charging, everything's ready to go. Okay, enjoy. Right, well, let's start with the unboxing. This is being done as I'm standing in front of the warehouse, basically in the car park. So it might not be the funnest boxing in. Oh, there's a pull tag. Look how thin that is. And I do note it's slightly thinner than the previous one, but slightly taller and slightly wider. Okay. Lift. There's instructions, lift, and so, golly gosh, look, the screen's already on. Not really, it's a peel off screen protector, which I'll peel off in a minute. It's got a good bulk about it. I feel like it's a bit heavier than my previous GoPros, and I like that feeling of it having a bit of bulk. An on button, the amazing 4K camera. Front-facing screen that tells you a few bits and pieces, like that it's playing and how much time there is left and so on. And then the back screen that's actually colour. And the mode buttons here on the side. And of course the screen is a touch screen, which means you don't need as many buttons on the actual camera. Let's have a look at what's here. Storing your footage in the cloud, that's great. How we open everything, get the GoPro app, various controls, slide down. Great, that's how we get to the battery and the SD. Ah, there you go, USB-C. Something to stick it to your helmet. The battery, of course we want the battery. Official miniature GoPro battery. USB-A to USB-C. That's all they give you for $600 in this country. I think it's $3.99 in the US. And lots of paperwork. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm not going to compare the GoPro 8 to the 7654321. That's not what I'm going to do. Everyone else has done that. What I am going to do is tell you why I am interested in the GoPro and why specifically the last few have been interesting to me, and then I thought, once I'd made the decision, I may as well just wait until the 8 comes out, because I'm sure it'll have a few more features. And this here is the number one feature why, in the end, I chose this. I was looking at the DJI Action Cam, and natively it doesn't live stream. You can't live stream it. There might be some workarounds, and I think DJI are talking about it coming, but it doesn't exist today. So in the end, I pulled the trigger on the Hero 8 Black GoPro because of its live streaming capability. And what I want to do for you guys is I actually want to go out and do a session, photography session on the streets, and do it live with the camera strapped to my front, talking to my phone, the phone talking to the cloud talking to YouTube, and YouTube talking to the world. That is my number one reason for getting this particular camera. Now the 7 did it, but at a lower resolution. The 8 does it at 1080p. Now whether I can get the bandwidth to stream 1080p, I don't know. We will find out. But that is my number one reason for getting this camera, is to create live content. So I'm really excited about that and being able to do it on the move. And the difference in this country between the 7 and the 8 was like $80. So it just made sense to get the latest technology. Obviously hyper smooth and leveling and all those sorts of things. They are brilliant, brilliant things. I'd like to talk now about my one pet gripe about the GoPro community. So it's a camera. It's always been a camera. Its whole life. It's a camera. But I don't know if you know. If we take this stand, which this is a stand for it to go in the box, I don't know, maybe it goes on some other accessories. But if you take this off, you are left with a camera. Now these feet are cute, they're built in now, that's nice, you don't need a cage, but the camera out of the box that you buy is not attachable to a stand. It's not attachable to a tripod, of which there are bazillions of tripods in the universe that we all use and we all love and we all have lots of, but a GoPro will not connect to it out of the box. Now the argument has been mounted that maybe people don't want to do that. Indeed, maybe they don't. But equally, and this is the thing, it's equally, maybe people do want to do that. So it's bizarre to me that you spend whatever you spend on your GoPro, and then you have to spend more on a bit of plastic to connect it to a tripod. Now I got a third party thing and it costs $15, but it simply should not be the case. I get it if you want to strap it on your chest, on your helmet, on your car. They are all things that are 1%ers. But sticking it on a jobby or a tripod or a clamp or a clip or something that's tripod based, that's what most photographers want to do. That's what filmmakers want to do. That's what people who are sticking it in a car as a nice wide car camera want to do. So it literally makes no sense. GoPro, I don't know why you do it. Thanks for making it at least having these little feet here now, and so you don't need a cage anymore. So that's kind of an advancement. Now, what I'm also very excited about, which isn't out yet, is there's a cage that goes around it, which adds a microphone. It adds the potential for a light. It adds potential for a flip-up screen, USB-C, a microphone port, and an HDMI port are all added with this cage for around $100. And I think that's going to make it super versatile. So I'll be interested in that because I might do a bit of vlogging with this as well. I think it's going to become a quite proficient vlogging camera when you're on the fly and you just want to do things quickly. So that's the GoPro Hero 8. I think it's a really useful all-rounder device that can service a lot of needs. Do you need one? I'd love to know whether this might fit in your world. Is there another brand you prefer? Obviously DJI's got the DJI Pocket, and you can mount it and it'll track your face. I thought long and hard about that one, but it still doesn't do the live streaming, which of course continues to be a problem for me. I'm sure they'll solve it probably next week, knowing my luck with purchasing things. So as always, thank you so much for watching. If this is the first time you've been here, I would love to see you again, so please subscribe. Of course, please share, as it makes us all so much smarter. And please like, because it helps us get the word out there. And if you'd like to see more of my content, there is over 150 episodes that you can watch right now about all sorts of camera and business related things. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.